Hey everybody, it's Mr. Christie.
And this is Stouticus.
Taking a look at week 10 for 3C. So first game we have up here is the Rat Bastards versus Our Fire from an Elf. I actually saw this one last night. There wasn't that many rats at the end of the second half drive for Our Fire from an Elf, but they couldn't stop that one turn.
That's always a low feeling whenever you completely almost remove a team and they still manage to get a win or a tie against you.
There's some line rats left on the field, but all the gutterers were taken off. But the best gutter runner for the one turn got back on.
Ag5.
Sidestep.
Ag5 Abomination.
Yeah, Our Fire from an Elf was able to counter score in the first half. Got enough on the one of the werewolves to level up. The other one got 4, which is pretty good. He took block, nothing too special. That's good. He got the level.
Yeah, sucked losing the movement 9 one that piece actually replaced, but it's good that it was able to level it right back up in the next game. Block is more useful right now anyway, given the state of the rest of the team. And then the white.
But he could have had a natural one-turning wolf.
Yes, but
he needed our movement up.
Yeah, but right now, given the state of the rest of the team carrying 2 rookie wolves, it's good to have block on them. It increases their survivability and their blitzing potential. So he can just get 2 movement ups the next 2 levels and be very good. I don't want to see a natural one turning werewolf, so don't make that happen.
I think it's more interesting than the average rebel wolf of strength up and mighty blow. Optional piling on.
Or Ag5.
Yeah.
Because there's a few of those running around too.
You should just give armor up to your werewolves, because everyone's going to target them anyways, and then they'll be less likely to get removed.
No one's taking armor up.
I'm gonna do it if I play Necro next season. I'll do it. If I play Necro next season, I'll take armor up on the wolves instead of movement up.
I think Necro's a bit too try-hard for you.
It might be. Next up, we got Gladiators of Petietas and Fragile and Limp. 2-0 for Gladiators of Petietas.
Oh, I should give our predictions. We had both back Toast Guy in that first game. So, way to go for a tie. And then you took the Gladiators in this one. So, you got one right.
Yes. Not too... It doesn't look like that many... I guess there wasn't that many blocks, actually. Never mind.
No, but out of 25 blocks, the Chaos got 8 removals.
Oh boy, yeah. That's a lot of casualties there. That's a lot of casualties sustained.
Yeah. The elves actually did have a bribe and used it, but it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, no, like, permanent... Not much else happened this game. The Witch Elf leveled up the MVP one. And took tackle.
Boring.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Actually, might. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might consider recycling that witch potentially, if you really care to. 4 normals and not much else, but there is a semi-new witch with just block, so
I think you get the iron one up a bit before you recycle.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Chaos were in a lot of bloody games this week, just in general.
Are you talking about this division, or are you talking about something
I'm talking about
else?
more than even Rebel.
Oh, okay.
Like, all Chaos were out for blood this week. Or got blood. There was a lot of casualties in games with Chaos. There was no, like, unlucky, didn't get any casualty Chaos games.
Well, those are the types of games I like to see, especially when it's the Chaos getting bloody.
Next up, we got another Chaos team. Sterling Hornets versus the Horn of Gorthank. 2-1 for the Horn of Gorthank.
This one we actually couldn't predict because it was played before we even finished last week's recap.
That's a lot of casualties.
And again, it's a bloodbath, courtesy of the Chaos.
Ooh, there's some diving tackle. Yeah, not much else I can say about this one. No one leveled up. A rookie Beastman got niggled.
No, you don't care about that.
Yeah. A couple of players are missed next game. On the Elves. Kind of care about those, but they'll be back.
It's just the AV7 didn't hold up. I mean, I know both Blitzers got removed, so the AV8 got removed, but I mean, with all the claw, that doesn't mean anything. It's just...
Claw's just blue.
AV7 just didn't cut it. And actually the Chaos could not get any of their KOs back. They were 1 out of 6, surprisingly. So I guess the just they got multiple rolls on their 2 KOs, something like that. That's
still not very good.
Took 6 rolls to get 2 KOs back. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's probably just one guy came in back at the very end.
Yeah.
Setting up for turn 16.
Yeah. But a pretty even ball distribution, possession as well, given the Chaos scored twice, but Chaos just removing elves like they always do.
Alright, next up we have REL Pickles Flashpoint versus Go Work Orange.
Bloodbath number 3.
Yeah, REL Pickles wins this one 1-0. And I gotta say though, he knows it. Troxbird actually messed up and placed the player too far away to score on turn 16.
Ouch.
He knows he made that mistake.
That hurts.
He didn't really care though with this team.
Yeah, after this game, I think this team's dead.
Well, I mean, like 2 of those kills were on rookies.
Yeah, I mean he's walking around with at least 1 niggle. How about other ones? Just MNG. Oh, okay. Just MG. So one niggle, but still. Well, I guess it's not dead. Dead.
What is dead, though, that's big, is the shrinks for catcher is dead.
Yes.
That's a big one.
He was just a crutch. Come on. Although we couldn't cover this last week because he hadn't picked the skill yet, but Easy Breezy Beautiful is keeping on the ability to roll stat ups because that blitzer with tackle got Agi 4.
And is now Agi busted.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, this team had a ton of stat freaks to start the season. Now it has a lot less, but keeps rolling them. Yeah, this team.
I'm thinking these humans are also done for after this season.
Yeah, I was gonna say that team looks so good to start the season, and yet it's in an awful spot right now. But so the humans inflicted 7 casualties, 4 of them kills. Chaos were able to give knockback with 2 injuries and 2 KOs. Although the humans did suffer 1 more casualty and 1 more KO and a death. So some fouling going on, or really bad dodge.
Oh, there's some fouling. I remember some fouling.
And a 5-man fireball.
I don't remember the fireball. I know I watched this game. I don't remember the fireball, though. Good fireball, though.
I was going to say, knocked down 4 out of 5. Yeah, that's pretty good. Probably the one that stayed up was the ball, though.
Yeah, probably. I just do not remember the fireball. I might have came in a little late on this game. But yeah, I think this is these are 2 teams that probably won't see next season.
2 teams that might kill each other in the same game?
It might have been like one of those murder-suicide packs that teams had.
Maybe. There actually have been a couple of those games.
All right, now we got Terror Alliance versus Pepper Snakes. 2-0 for Terror Alliance. And there's not much death in this one, probably because there's no chaos, just chaos dwarves.
They don't count.
They don't. They're not people like every other team.
Oh, wow. Wow. You went there.
Everyone was thinking it.
I should actually say, last game, I picked the pickles. You took Goatwork Orange. And then this game was played again before we picked last week, so couldn't pick this one. But this was a really big game, big win for Slade. Keeping Pepper Snakes within reach of 4 teams below it for that final playoff spot.
Yeah, I like it when there's some actual competition for the spot rather than just somebody wins it week 10.
Toast guy. No.
Well, I say there was no deaths, but it was still a pretty bloody game.
Yeah, mostly from the Chorfs, though. I mean, Claw will do that versus AV9. I think that's all it was. There wasn't a wizard in this game, so I just think it was the casualties just mounted up to the point that Pepper Snakes couldn't hold on to the ball well enough.
Yeah, that's most likely what happened. Orcs have a problem when their armor gets broken.
Yes, they do.
I mean,
He
elves
did
can
manage.
win if their armor gets broken, but orcs usually that's their selling point is their armor.
Yeah, especially when two of them were black orcs and one was a mighty blow blitzer. So he did get a touchdown on the magician reversed, in addition to a Kaz and the MVP. So now he's really leveled.
Yeah, but he only took guard. Nothing fancy.
Yeah, you say that, but
It's
actually,
it's good, but it's not fancy.
no, it's not fancy, but it actually is what this team needed because it is severely lacking guard. See, uh, yeah, he's lost a couple, so he only had two blockers, I think, with guard before that. Yeah, he had three guard blockers before that and a hobgoblin. Now, off those the two levels, because he also got a level on the kick hobgoblin who also took guard. So now he's got 6. It's a pretty good number.
You know, has a better number than 6 for guard. 11.
Yeah.
Think how obnoxious that'd be to play against.
That's called a dwarf team.
Yeah. I stand by what I said.
Yeah, no, I played those in Lyman League. Yeah, that's not fun when you're playing an all dwarf team and
I
they
didn't
have guard everywhere and a guard for you is a double and you have none.
I didn't play against this team, but in a tournament I was playing, there was a chaos team which had like one killer, one ball carrier, and every other player had block and guard.
Yeah, I mean it's not the sexy pick, but it gets you more blocks, which can get you
Oh
more
yeah,
Kaz.
I think they did pretty well overall. And on top of that, everyone got 300k in inducement for every game. Which oh, is that enough for Borak? Is Borak 300 or 310? I think it's 310, isn't he?
He's 310.
Yeah, never mind, no Borak. Alright, next up we got Wood United and Beer to Death. 2-1 for Beer to Death. Also a pretty bloody game.
But your favorite person won.
Yep, that's why I'm going to pick him to win this week. Because maybe that'll work. Maybe I mess up this entire season. But yeah, it's a pretty bloody game. No wizard roll. I thought. Oh right, because Wood United is keeps all their money. That's right.
Yeah.
Don't they get spiraling expenses at this point or something?
No.
I'm thinking tabletop rules.
I think spiraling expenses kicks in. I think 19.
Well, they're at 19 with the money. Oh wait, no, they aren't. Because they have so many loaners. That's right.
Yeah. And then over 2K is when it really starts to hit you hard. And over 2,200 is even worse. Again, yeah, another bloody game. Wood Elves getting just as actually one more block than the Norse.
How does that happen when they have frenzy everywhere?
I don't know. Lots of facing by the Norse, I guess. Not expecting the Wood Elves to really punch back, but
Oh,
They
I
punch
would.
back.
I punch back.
Yeah, I mean, what else have you got to lose at this point?
You're a player when you roll a skull.
Yeah, but I meant this Wood Elf team doesn't really have that many players you really care that much
Oh
about.
yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
And so you might as well stand there and fight rather than dodge away like a normal elf team would. So, but they got punished for it. I mean, 6 injuries and 4 KOs. Diving tackle did a thing.
That's good. Diving tackles should do things all the time.
And the Yeti kind of wanted to play, but not really.
And last game we got here is BioWare for Life versus Uniquely Dangerous. 2-0 for 2-0 for Uniquely Dangerous. I don't know why I want to say BioWare for Life.
Because that's who you wanted to win.
Is that who I picked to win?
I actually don't have a prediction down for this one. So I don't remember.
You're slacking.
It's a freebie. We both win.
I remember I watched this game. I just don't remember what happened exactly.
Lots of KOs and rats out blocking vampires. That's what it looks like happened.
Some gutter runners leveled up. One of them became a natural one-turner. I remember that.
Yeah. Somebody's got to kill that thing fast.
There was a skitter stab.
Yeah, in which the vampires ran away from 12 times.
Oh, yeah. I remember that part, actually, yeah. Where they used 7 movement from the vampire, dodging away from Skitter while he just keeps shadowing behind him. And yeah, T-Self was mad about that, how he kept failing all his 3+ dodges, but BioWare for Life did that.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the player had dodge, but I don't think it ever popped up in that.
But was it tactically trying to move Skitter away?
No, he was blitzing the ball.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes, you can actually use shadowing against people and that you actually move the shadowing player out of position. But that's interesting. Well, never worked. Shadowing's a fake skill.
No, shadowing was clearly a real skill. It's the prehensile tail that was fake.
Eh. Oh, did the vampire run out of movement? Is that why it stopped?
No, it stopped because it hit the player.
Oh.
So then that last dodge was also a 4+.
Jeez. Yeah, that's when shadowing is supposed to be really good on a movement 9 piece, especially versus a movement 6 piece, but yeah, still not a good skill.
But in the end, it didn't matter because T-Self won 2-0.
He also had really dull knives too. He failed all 3 of his stabs.
Well, stabbing's not that great for scare stab. He's more about being a gutter runner.
But if you're hitting AV7...
It happens all the time. Sometimes then someone just decides to stab your orc and they just die. Sometimes you can't break armor 7.
Oh yeah, no?
That's Blood Bowl.
Yes, it is. It's just... Skitter was not worth his money in this game, it looks like.
I think he was worth it in the end. He just didn't do the Skitter stuff, he just did the gutter runner stuff. So he did his job as being a 5th gutter runner. Yeah, it says that. last week. Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard and the division predictor. So where did I put that? I forgot how to do this. There we go. So Rat Bastards almost a shoe-in for playoffs right now.
Yeah, they'd have to lose both their last.
Their 3 games.
Lose their last 3 games. Yeah, last 3 games really to fall out.
And then either like Beard to Death or Pepper Snakes has to win all their games as well. Like both of them have to win their games.
Yeah.
Actually, they can't do that because spoilers on what's happening this week.
But yeah, Lark Star's Beard to Death and T-Self's Uniquely Dangerous are still
they're a threat.
One game within the Pepper Snakes. So definitely
they're a threat to win.
Yeah, no room for error. Got to play to win.
Terror Alliance technically has a chance for playoffs, but I think they should focus more on Challengers Cup.
Yeah, a lot more has to fall their way for them to make playoffs, but definitely Challengers Cup is still within sight.
Oh, and here's something I didn't know. Our Far From an Elf bumped up to 13th place.
Yep.
At least you weren't in last the whole time.
Hey, he might not finish in last either. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but it's feel worse if you're always in last.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right, and
Hornet Gorthank still has an outside chance for Challengers Cup as well, an even power for life. But after that, I think it's too far.
Yeah, after that it's 1%, 2% or less for everyone else after.
Yeah, well, that's not looking at the predictor. That's just looking at the standings and things like that. So that's not taking into account that these teams are playing each other in the next 3 weeks. So that also helps clear up this mess.
All right, let's take a look at next week now. So next week, no one's played their game yet already. I thought I told you all to play it all already.
I appreciate that you haven't played your games because it allows us to actually predict all the games and not spoil next week's results.
Yeah, but it's also less work for us today.
That I don't mind. Come on.
So first up, we have the Rat Bastards versus Sterling Hornets. I think the easy pick is the Rat Bastards, so I'm going to take it. They're in first. I think it's fair to say that it's the most likely to happen.
Yeah. And it's a very beat up Pro Elf team. It's going to get 2 loners. So 16-10. And only getting about 60k in inducements.
Yeah, only 60k.
I'm going to go with Toast Guy as well.
Man, just copying me.
Because their Mighty Blow Blitzers out. And they're not going to get a wizard unless... No, they can't get a wizard at all. So, yeah, it's going to be the Rats.
They could get a wizard, but it's not worth it. They'd have to fire a leveled player.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. With the bank they have and the inducements they're going to get, as of right now, they can't get a wizard. I don't think you really should fire a developed player just to get a wizard.
Fire the block lineman just for a wizard.
I don't think that's worth it.
No, it's not. Alright, so we've already picked that one. Next up, we have Broken Chaos Go Work Orange versus Glares of Petitus, who are looking pretty strong right now, I think. They look healthier.
Not by much. I mean, they're still sitting on 11 players, which is what they've been sitting on for most of the season, it seems like.
That's just because he doesn't want to give more money to Go Work Orange. Which is a little rude. I mean, they're so far behind already.
They actually have more Claw Mighty Blow than the Gladiators do.
That's because the Gladiators is a well-rounded team that's ready with their Agility 5 and their fake Agility 5.
I'm going to go with Roller Skater and the Gladiators.
But, I am too. I guess I'll copy you on this one because you copied me on the last one.
Okay. But I would not be... I think Nuffle deserves to give Chalksbirds a bounce-back game, but I don't think it's going to happen because Nuffle usually doesn't do that.
I don't think he cares for a bounce-back game. I think he's going to try and take out whatever he can on the narrow team until the end of the season. I think that's his plan for the rest of the season, is just to hurt whatever team he can.
Well, that's what I mean by a bounce-back game, because that's how Chaos win games.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the win part. Not now. He's going Arabi style on this.
Yeah, but if you move everything on the field, you're still gonna... You might as well go pick up the ball.
Yeah, if there's something else left to hit.
Yeah.
Look, he's here to ruin other people's games as best he can. Next up is Tarot Alliance versus Arf from an Elf. I mean, Tarot Alliance has been doing pretty well lately. I think they have a... I think they're on a win streak right now.
Yeah, because they've just been brutalizing the teams they've been playing.
Never mind, they've only won one game in a row.
Well, win, tie, win, tie, loss. So, week 4 was the last time they lost.
I think it's worth going for them. Problems are, I probably will never say someone should get this any other time, but maybe get an Igor for this game, just in case.
Except Igors don't work, so no.
Oh, do they actually, like, physically not work in this game?
Yeah, no.
Oh, never mind. Ignore that.
There's a bug, right? Where they...
Yeah, I think I've heard that now, yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes they don't, so you might as well just stay away from it because it's a 100k gamble.
Play a team that gets apothecaries. Those actually work.
I mean, I know this as a team that potentially can induce it, even though I don't get inducements all that much, but even when I could, as a younger team, it wasn't worth it.
Usually it's not. I was just thinking of, like, protecting the Wolves so you have it next season.
Yeah, I mean, getting 450 in inducements, that's easily Cheney, a wizard, and a bribe.
No, that's too much for that.
It's too much for that? Cheney's
240.
Yeah, 390. Okay. tap into your bank to get the bribe, or just a babe.
But also, this is... So yeah, I'm going to pick Terror Alliance because this is a very, very healthy Chorf team.
Protect your young wolves with other players.
Yeah, and I heard some people say this before, but don't protect your players by putting them on the sideline. That makes no sense. I've heard someone say that before, and I'm like, that makes no sense. That's more likely to get your players hurt.
Do they mean by standing them on the sideline, or by
like letting them get served? Like letting them get served.
No.
Yeah.
Whoever says that's an idiot.
Yeah. If they get hit on the field, there's still a chance their armor doesn't break.
Yeah. I think the thinking is then they can't get fouled or anything like that, but I mean...
You can only get fouled once.
Not necessarily. You can get
once a turn. Once a turn is what I meant.
Yeah, but the same player can get fouled multiple times until they eventually break.
Yeah, and if they keep going, I think that works better for your whole team.
Generally, yeah. I'm going to go with Tower Alliance, too. Just too much Mighty Blow, too much guard.
It's going to be a very foul-happy game, though.
I mean, if you want to go that way, you can get a chainsaw and 3 bribes and go to town. That's not the worst thing to do if you don't really care about winning the game as much.
Demolish a Chorf team. That's an air victory.
Everybody will thank you for that, but you're also a Necro team, so...
I think we tolerate Necro a little more than Chaos Dwarves.
Maybe slightly, but not much.
No, I think we tolerate Necro because they actually take skill to play.
Yes and no.
Next up, we got Wood United and Fragile and Limp. So, where are these teams at right now? Fragile and Limp
is a 4-elf team.
No, Fragile and Limp is not a 4-elf team.
Oh, Wood United is.
Yeah, I just picked the one I saw first.
With the cash that he's holding, it's only 30k in inducements to Luke and Wood Elf United.
I think he's just getting ready for like a rookie season, but in the upper divisions.
But why do that?
I don't know.
Like, that, you might as well just re-roll at that point, because trying to play a rookie team in higher divisions as Wood Elves is just going to get a repeat of this.
Yeah, I think this is when you start to buy the players. I think the rest of his season is not as bashy. Because you got Dark Elves, they're not super bashy.
Except they have the Mighty Blow piling on tackle linemen, and
they're not that bashy. That's one player.
And the dirty player lineman, and this coach likes to foul.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. And you got the Rat Bastards after, and I mean they can be a little violent, but they aren't like out for. They're not out for blood. They're out for removal. And then after that, it's
uniquely dangerous.
Yeah, and then you got the 2 rat. Yeah, like that's. I feel like that's the same. I think this is where you rebuy your players.
Except I'm pretty sure. Okay, T-Self only has 1 blow tackle, but could quickly have another one. And I believe, yeah, Toskai's got 2.
I think this is, if you gotta buy your players now. You don't gotta worry about Chorfs. You don't gotta worry about Chaos.
I mean, I would have bought them weeks ago, but
Yeah, I agree too. But
I'm gonna go with Fragile and Limp.
I'm also going to go with Fragile and Limp. I think we're going to match up the same on most of these this week.
Come on, you got to start picking against me if you wanna
Hey, you
win
you were the one that copied me first. Next up is Bioware for Life and the Horn of Gorthank. Horn of Gorthank is getting math.
130.
230.
230. Yep, that's what I said. But this is a full team.
Full Chaos team?
No, full vampire team.
Oh, is he at the 16 players?
Yeah, they picked up the 5th vampire and then an extra thrall as well.
Well, I respect that because he's not going to get star players against anyone. Like, he's not getting inducements against anybody in this division.
No. He came in as the highest team.
He's going to leave the highest team.
I wouldn't say that.
If no one does, I think he leaves the highest.
Oh, yeah. Look who he plays next week.
We're not looking at next week. We're looking at this week.
Just saying.
But this week's pretty scary too. Not much tackle though. I think that could be there's not any tackle on these
I
Chaos.
was gonna say, not much. Yeah, try none.
That they're the same thing. None is the same as not much.
But there's 5 Claw Mighty Blow.
It doesn't. That'll protect the dodge players. Will be fine. They'll be fine. I think I'm going to have to give this to Bioware for Life just because of all the dodge, but none of the tackle on the other team.
Yeah, I was actually gonna maybe lean towards the vampires, but I'll go with the Chaos just to be different. Because I can see this going either way.
I could. Maybe the tackle doesn't matter. The no tackle doesn't matter because they just roll POWs.
That's exactly my thinking. POWs exist, so you don't always need tackle. So I'll go with Horn of Gorthank.
Then we got Uniquely Dangerous and REL Pickles Flashpoint. REL Pickles Flashpoint, which is a shell of itself at the start of the season. That one level that they haven't taken doesn't matter for this game, so we're good. We're going to get 320. They can hire Griff.
For exactly 320? Yeah. I mean,
I don't think that's the worst.
might as well.
I don't know if you're going to get a good wizard stopping opportunity. Well, I mean, he's got an agility 5 thrower. Problem is getting him in there.
Yeah. And then what? Like,
He throws it to one of the catchers. The up, movement down catcher. That guy.
it's more like he's movement 6, so yeah, he might be able to get to the ball, but he's not really going to probably be able to get out all that much.
He'll dodge back the way he came in. And then pass it because he's got agility 5 and accurate. I don't know where my head is today.
I think T-Self has this one. I think the Pickles have just taken way too much damage. this
Yeah,
season.
I'm gonna have to take T-Self as well. It's there used to be two. There was two strength up players, and they're both gone now.
Yes.
Maybe he hires an ogre and just gets a wizard. Or an air blitzer.
That's one way to go, but you gotta remember, he actually fired the ogre.
I think that's because he was like getting way too high up in team value, and then the past few games happened.
Yeah, that's why I'm always hesitant to fire perfectly good players. Because you never know when the last few games, like the last few games, will occur.
We're talking about I fired perfectly good halflings all the time.
Because you're playing halflings.
Yeah, but they're perfectly good halflings. I fired perfectly good treemen and great halfling.
Are you going to fire a perfectly good knight? Because I doubt it.
No, because I'm not trying to get one player to legend through a bye week.
Yeah. It's not quite the same.
No, it's not. But I did it. And I continued to play the team after.
Yeah, but that's different. You were tying a team and you just wanted to get the legend. I understand doing that.
Yeah, but then I unretired the team.
And perpetual ladder.
Yeah, now I got a full halfling team. And an agility for catch halfling. So it's all great. We're on the rebound. And last game. Beard to Death versus Pepper Snakes. Now see, here's the problem if I pick Beard to Death for this week, because I actually think Pepper Snakes has a good chance at winning.
So this is actually a big game, 2 versus 3.
Beard to Death has a man advantage, though.
And they're gonna be getting 30k in inducements.
Well, 20k if he reduces that.
Yeah. I was thinking.
Actually, I think he should just buy a lineman for this game, because he's gonna get a loner anyways.
Yeah, that's what I would do. And you have the extra cash anyway because he's got 160. So buying the extra lineman doesn't hurt that much.
I don't think it. I think it actually just helps his team because it just drops that 10k.
Yeah, and you can also afford to actually get rid of Barnaby, the movement 4 line orc.
And you'll still have money left over in case something important dies.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Just one thing.
That's what I mean. That extra 10k actually allows you to buy that lineman and not have to worry about not having enough money to replace a black orc or something.
I don't know. I said I'd pick Beard to Death to try and curse him, but I do actually think Pepper. But I do think Pepper Sinks actually has a really good chance.
It is. Well, it should be said the Norse will only have 13 because they are down a lineman and a berserker. Their Mighty Blow piling on berserker is out for this game, but they did get a level up on their rookie berserker last game, and it got Mighty Blow, to no one's surprise.
I think this game actually depends on who wins the coin toss at the start almost. This is a game that's almost decided by who kicks first.
Mm, I wouldn't necessarily go that far. I think it comes down to more who gets the removals first.
It's usually the guy
But that I
who receives first gets those removals first.
usually, but not always. If the LOS hits are all just pushes, or even if they're knockdowns but not removals, you know, you just went through 4 blocks and didn't do anything. Well, that was your chance to get the advantage really for that whole half. And if it doesn't work, then it's an even playing field again for that half. So if whoever's the defending team for the first half, if they can survive those first LOS hits, then I think they're in a good position. So based off of all that, I mean, maybe a bribe from the Norse, maybe just a babe. She's not getting that.
Yeah, it's based on the Norse, what they do with their bank, really, if they want inducements.
Yeah.
I'd almost get an apothecary and just power Apo any badly hurt so you have him for the next half.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. The orcs are out-guarded, out-mighty blowed for the most part.
Alright, I'll pick Beard to death because I want to caster curse him. We'll switch it up. I'll go with what I said before.
Oh, damn. Because now if I go with pepper snakes, then your caster curse will work. And I don't want that to happen.
I hold the real power here.
I think this is going to be a tough game. A really good game, actually. That's what I mean by a tough game. I'll go with the pepper snakes. I've been backing both these teams pretty much all season, but I'll go with the orcs because I think AV7 will be the liability here.
All right, so I caster curse Beard to death. Get out, play your games. I know that chaos off is already scheduled.
Go kill each other. We don't need more chaos teams.
You know, I think we need in the higher divisions.
Lots of halflings.
Stunty teams.
I would take that.
But they get free wins against Nurgle because they're gross.
Nope.
They get free bye weeks against the Nurgle teams because they're gross. Just for the season proper. If you get them in playoffs, then it's fair game.
They're not gross. They're misunderstood.
No, they're gross. So get out, play your games, and see you next week.
See you guys.